Hi, this is Bonnie Giller, registered dietitian, nutritionist, and certified intuitive eating counselor. Today I'd like to speak to you about a very, very important topic, and that topic is diet talk in your home. So if you're a chronic dieter and you've struggled with your weight, I want you to step back for a moment and give thought to how much talking about dieting and your body do you do in your home? And do you have children, sons and daughters that are around that perhaps are hearing you speak, whether it's to yourself or to them? It's a very, very important topic and one that we really need to discuss because you want your children to have a healthy future. And you really want to step back and think, are any of the things you're saying in your home around dieting, is it perhaps planting a seed for a potential eating disorder or disordered eating behavior in your children? And so, do you look in the mirror? And do you think to yourself, oh, I look terrible? But do you say that out loud and perhaps your daughter hears? Do you ask your daughter, do I look fat in this dress? Does my butt look big in these pants? Do you say it under your breath where you mumble, oh, I look terrible? But she's right there and she hears you. The body bashing that you do for yourself is something that your daughter and your son pick up, and it influences them. Do you talk about diets in the house? Do you talk about portion control? Do you talk about what you should or you should not be eating? Do you weigh and measure every morsel of food in front of your children and think to yourself, oh, I only have X amount to eat now for dinner? Think about if these are things that you do, because this is very, very damaging diet talk. This leads to food worry. This leads to body worry. So take a moment and think about when you're at the dinner table, how much conversation is happening around food, around dieting, around shoulds and shouldn'ts, or didn't you eat enough? Maybe you ate too much. These are all comments that will create a negative, poor relationship with food for your children and their future. And now let's take a look at some of the magazines that are around your home, some of the newspapers that are around your home that have articles around dieting. You want to be very aware of the reading material that's in your home, because unfortunately, even if an article is written by a reputable source, unfortunately a lot of those articles can be giving rules of foods to eat and foods not to eat. They're giving you rules and diet rules, and they're setting up that relationship that's a poor relationship with food. Again, taking you and therefore your children, should they pick up these magazine articles to read, away from being able to trust in themselves and their food decisions. And so your assignment today is as follows. Stop and listen and assess the amount of diet talk that is going on in your home. Number 2, get rid of all the magazines that are promoting beach bodies and the articles, the newspaper articles that are all about diet talk, the latest and greatest miracle diet. Get rid of it. And number 3, change the way you speak about yourself, about your body, and about your food in your home, so that you can set your children up for a bright future with a healthy relationship with food. And I know that if you've been a chronic dieter, this is perhaps something that has just been second nature for you, something that is just that this is just the talk that goes on in your head and perhaps out loud. So let's take the time today to stop and to assess and to make change so that your children have a good relationship with food as they grow older. Please head on over to Diet Free Radiant Me and learn more about intuitive eating and mindful eating for your family. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.